Relief pitcher Luke Gregerson had a successful 2012, recording 72 strikeouts in 71 2/3 innings and 9 saves when he filled in for closer Houston Street after Street went on the disabled list. I caught up with Gregerson here in Peoria, and we begin the conversation by talking about how he'll be part of Team USA in the World Baseball Classic. Did you have any hesitation to do that?
Not at all. I mean, it's funny, I've been telling the story a few times, and Joe Torre called me personally and asked if I was interested in playing, and I didn't think the appropriate answer was no. So, I mean, I definitely said yes, and I thought it would be a great opportunity. I was honored.
Probably wouldn't have been able to live that down if you would have said no. I think it wouldn't have gone over well.
No, I don't think so.
So how big of an honor is that? I mean, it's a great thing to be doing.
It's tremendous. I mean, you know, you get bunched in with a group of guys that are some of the most elite baseball players in the world, and for your name to even come up amongst them.
Yes.
And then to be picked to play is a tremendous honor. I'm really excited.
To be away from the Padres, do you have to do anything extra because of that?
I don't think so. I mean, especially as a reliever, I think we get ready a little quicker just because we're out there for one quick inning or two innings sometimes. So our job is a lot quicker on the field. We're not trying to prep our bodies as much as I think as the fielders and the catchers and stuff or the starting pitching staff would. But I feel great physically. I'm ready. I think I'm getting pretty close to being full go, and I'm ready for it.
You're a Chicago boy, so I feel like Team USA there is nice and appropriate for you, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's a great opportunity for any player.
Exactly. All right. You had a pretty eventful off season, I would say. I saw pictures of you in Germany and all over the place. What was that all about?
It was something that Fox Sports reached out to me with and asked if I'd be interested in doing kind of spring training for the troops out there, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity to do that since it's something that we do a lot with the Padres organization anyway, and I jumped right on it and we went out there and had a good time.
What was that like?
It was fun. I mean, got to see a different country. I've never been overseas to Europe anywhere, and we didn't really get to venture out too much and see the like countryside or anything, but it was still a great experience. Got to test out some of that delicious German beer and food, and we got to have a really good time with the troops. Got up early every morning, did PTs with them, and got to ride in the Strikers, did some simulator training, saw the like high schools and grade schools that were on the base, so it was a good time.
That's awesome. Let's talk a little bit about the bullpen. The bullpen has remained intact pretty much and is looking good. Darren Balsley was talking about it yesterday, just that this is still a solid bullpen. You guys, what do you think about that group that you have and that what you were able to continue to do last year?
I think one thing it showed us the depth that we have. In the minor league system and in our bullpen alone. It's always been a good pitching staff here in San Diego, and I think the coaching staff and the scouts do a great job of acquiring those type of players to pitch for their team, and I think there's no difference in the one we have right now and the one that we carried through last year. I think we got a great bunch of guys, a lot of different arms, with Street, myself, Joe coming down from the side. We had Tommy Lane come in there, do a great job, Nick Vincent, Miles Michaelis. These are all guys that came in and made an impression right away. And I was proud of them as young guys, and I hopefully look forward to continuing that.
And you're now a veteran in that bullpen. I mean, you've been there for a while, so it's not like you were a newcomer at all in it by any means, but you're one that the guys look up to, really. Do you embrace that role?
Absolutely. I like to help guys along the way. I feel like I do a good job helping them if they need any sort of coaching on the side, not necessarily taking away from anything that Darren or any of the other guys do, but I help them pick their brains a little bit, or they pick my brain, and we try to work together to make our bullpen what we always are, and anything I can do to help, or Joe or Street, we're always there for these guys, and hopefully they can come to us for anything.
The Padres had their team awards a few weeks ago, and you got the Darryl Ackerfeld's bullpen honor. What did that mean to you?
We've said a lot about Acker already, that we can continue saying it, what a great person he was, and that's definitely true, and to be the first person to get this award was something that really meant a lot to me, and I thanked all the guys for even nominating me or honoring me with this award, and I wish I could have been there to accept it, but unfortunately I was in Germany, but we sent over a nice little video for them, and it was pretty neat though. It was special.
What are your goals this season, coming off of last season? I mean, you keep going the way that you've been going.
It's never too long to keep improving.
Exactly.
And that's what we strive for. We strive to get better and better every day, and adapt, you know, the way the teams adapt to you. You know, they see that you keep throwing these pitches, you know, you try to adapt by switching up a little bit. There's always room for improvements, and there's always new ways to find out to get guys out and you know, adjust to the hitters and start maybe working more on the mental side of the game and start learning a little more about sequencing of pitches and how you're going to face certain teams at certain times. So,
do you feel like that you get to a point in your game where it's now about all those little intricacies? I mean, you've always known about those and always tried to improve about them, but you know, does there come a point where you just start really refining things?
I would hope that most people start doing that from day one, but I think, you know, when you first get into the league, you know, you're more trying to stay there and trying to do your job. You know, but once these guys have seen you for 4 years now, you know, they're gonna know that, hey, this guy's gonna come out and he's gonna throw me sliders. You know, so you have to be aware of that as well, and like I said, make adjustments to whatever the situation may be. And I just try now to maybe harness the ability of my sinker and my changeup and my slider to maybe perfect them a little more to say, but now, you know, perfection's a hard thing to obtain, but you know, we strive for that, and it's something that we work hard on. So, you know, accuracy, consistency, low walk count, you know, high first pitch strikes, you know, those are all things that are really important and matter when it comes down to it.
And finally, you're one of the old school guys